We have had people back out, like they go on the bridge and they're like, I don't think I can do this, so they have to go back.
Yeah, that may be me today. We'll see when we get there.
Alright, so this is Carl. We call him Crazy Carl because he doesn't have his driver's license yet. So we got anyone for a heist today?
Yeah.
Yeah? It's gonna be fun. Yeah, but sorry for the long ride, but we're here. The only safety system that they had whenever they were making the bridge was a cargo net that went under it. They weren't hooked into anything.
Oh no.
You'd fall for about half a second into a net, and then you'd have to fall back out, and then you'd go back at it. Some of the older people in Fayetteville can tell you about going out after dark during construction and just jumping into the net for fun. Overlook, also known as the last place to get all those butterflies out of your stomach, and that's the bridge. So does everyone see this sign right here? Yeah, most people don't. If you ever see anyone down this trail, just meet and greet.
Oh, Daddy, ready?
As I said.
This bird is creepy. You just gotta look straight ahead and it's not scary at all.
How you like it right now?
This is pretty scary already.
Okay, so just a little heads up before stepping out on the catwalk. It does tend to shake a little bit from all the traffic above us. But if it didn't shake, that would be bad because it would probably fall apart from all the stress. So shaking equals good. So this cable right here is the longest continuous safety system in the world. It spans the whole length of the bridge, and what's holding it up is the intermediates. Now the intermediates are numbered from 1 to 70, but there's actually only 69 of them. And whenever they were numbering them, they skipped number 30. And I'm pretty sure that I'm the only one that knows that so far. And I wanted to have a little bit of fun to see how long it stretches out until someone fixes it. It's been 8 months. Gotta have a little bit of fun, right? Now these little gadgets that I'm putting on the cable are called trans-fasteners, okay? And they're German engineered, and each of them cost $900. Yeah, they're definitely not cheap. They're sturdy and also German.
So if you were to slip, how much weight would that thing hold?
This actually holds a ton.
Dad, do you see this thing?
Just walk into that person right there for me.
It's way too shaky for my liking.
Hey Brett, can you describe the shake right now?
It's like an earthquake's going on right now, but above us. This will never be on my to-do list ever again. Good thing you didn't do that.
Alright, so to start things off is this plate right here that looks like a W. Guess what it's called? The W plate. There's this big beam right here behind it. This is called the box beam. Now, it's hollow. It's an 8x4, okay? Now the column going down is also hollow with the ladder going down to that little window. Now that helps the maintenance crew and stuff like that get up and down the bridge. It's pretty simple. Now to get out into the box beam, you gotta go through this trap door. Now there is just a little bit of a story behind this box beam, okay? Now if you're a senior at Oak Hill, Fayetteville, or Midland Trail High School, your goal before graduation is to get into this beam and party. You see, I got in Nicholas County, so I got it with a free pass. I wouldn't go down in there anyway, so it doesn't even matter. But if you would like to, feel free to open up the trap door as you walk by. Just watch your step, and whenever you go to close it, just ease it down.
Huh. Oh my gosh.
first big drop into the gorge. About around here is whenever people second guess or something, they're like, who told me to do this? There's a scare, but
Oh yeah, there we go. That makes it worth it.
now the cool thing about being this high up is that those few people down there can hear us if we scream loud enough. So on the count of 3, I want everybody to scream as loud as they can, okay? 1, 2, 3. Hey! Yeah, they're jealous.
That guy's waving.
Oh my gosh.
So right now we are 250 feet, and below us is Fayetteville Station Road. Now, Fayetteville Station Road was the only way to get from one side to the other of the gorge before the bridge was built. Now, it wasn't as good as it looks right now. There were no guardrails or tons of potholes or no pull-offs or anything like that. So it was kind of difficult. So you did not want to rely on getting to work every day. So whenever people would get jobs, they would get it on the side of the gorge that they lived on. The 19th, which is the day before Bridge Day, this is actually where I'm going to be rappelling from.
Where do you rappel to? Just straight down?
Yeah, we just straight down to the road.
I would do that right now.
Man, good luck with that.
Thank you. I'm going to need some. Yeah, but we've actually had a semi-celebrity actually do this rappel. So in 1994, Oprah Winfrey was having a TV segment about stepping out of your comfort zone, and one of which was the fear of heights. So she found this one woman that lived in Cleveland that was absolutely terrified, okay? So she thought it was funny to bring her out here to do the rappel. It took about an hour just to get out to where we are right now, and another hour to step over the railing to get onto the W plate. Just as she was about to kick off and start the rappel, the cameraman said, hold everything, Benji, which is my boss. Can you lean over and fix your helmet? I can't see your face. So as Benji's reaching over to fix your helmet, the cameraman takes a picture. Now it looks like Benji's taking this poor woman that is bawling her eyes out, taking her by the head and pushing her over the ledge. Now we actually have that picture back at headquarters. It's right by the bathrooms if you'd like to see it. Definitely worth looking at. But if you're ever having a bad day, you can go to our website and look at that picture. It'll cheer you right up.
How you doing back there?
I'm okay.
All right.
I'm a little nervous.
So how many tours have you given?
I'd say a little over 300. We do this all year except Christmas Day and Thanksgiving Day. So we even do it through below freezing weather. Actually, our record tours, one of them was -3 degrees, and usually it tends to stay around 10 to 15 degrees cooler under the bridge than above. So it was pretty cold. We've also done one with 3 feet of snow, and our largest tour with one group was 150 people.
Wow.
Well, I've done 3 moonlight tours, and what we do is we get out at 7:30, and we actually go the other way across the bridge so we can see the sunset and the moon rise. Alright, so from that W plate right there down to that wrong way sign, we have something called a high line. And that's on Bridge Day. So what the high line is just basically like a zip line, but without the zip. Because it's controlled. So you can go fast, slow, and even stop. What some people like to do is go down about halfway and stop and take pictures of the base jumpers, and then continue on. And then once you're off, you get shuttled back up to the top of the bridge to see it from above. Now, if you don't know a lot about Bridge Day, I'll get a lot more into it at the middle of the bridge because of the scenic views. It's a lot easier to talk about. So, yeah. Now, if you do look out to your right, you're going to be able to see the little buildings over there in the distance. Okay, that's Hawk's Nest. It's about 15 miles away from here. And what you can do is get in a tram that goes down the side of the mountain. And then depending on what kind of day it is, you can actually come up to that gap right there in the river. And you can show the tourists, the bridge and everything. It's pretty cool. Then if you look a little bit behind you, see that red building over there? That's Adventures on the Gorge. really hot day, you'll probably feel a little bit of a bump going across these. Now just a little bit about the bridge, okay? It was constructed from 1974 to 1977. Some people thought it started in 1973, which technically they're not wrong because they started all kinds of blueprinting and everything at that time, but construction actually started in 74. Now altogether the bridge weighs 88 million pounds, okay, 44 million pounds of steel and 44 million pounds of concrete. Now those concrete pillars that you see going down into the ground go 88 feet into the earth. Now the bidding price of the bridge was 34 million, okay? Now we went just a little bit over to 37, but that was because of the type of steel that we built it out of, okay? Now this is called COR-TEN Steel, and it's like an organic rust. What that is just a little fine, thin layer of rust, and beneath it is perfectly good steel, okay? So if you take your hands and rub it against the railing, hardly anything is going to come off. So that's a plus. And also this kind of steel saves us $1 million per year of painting. So altogether we saved $40 million. So whoever came up with the idea of using this type of steel, they're a genius. Now at the high point where we're going to be is 851 feet. Now the bridge itself is 876, which makes it the 13th highest bridge in the world. Yeah. Now the first highest is the Saigon River Bridge in China. It almost doubles this at 1,627 feet. Yeah, now you might be thinking, Caleb, who in the world would do that tour? And the answer is nobody, because they don't do tours. Thank goodness. Okay. Now Austin Bridge in Sydney, Australia is the only bridges that actually do these kinds of tours. Now if you're ever in Sydney and actually do the tour, you actually walk from above. So you're going to see the cars going beneath you. So that's pretty cool. Now if it would happen to be raining, we would have a 69-foot and 4-inch umbrella above us, which is the width of the bridge. So it'd be pretty hard to get. Okay, so it'd be pretty hard to get wet under here. The only time you would is if there was just a little bit of a mist and high winds. That's about it. So that's all about this bridge. Now that bridge down there, that's called the Tony Huntsucker Bridge. Now he was a sheriff in the town of Fayetteville, and his hobby was professional boxing. Okay, so one night he was fighting an amateur coming up to the pros. Guess what his name was? Cassius Clay or Muhammad Ali. Okay, now after 6 rounds of them going head to head, Muhammad won by decision, and then they decided to stay friends. So whenever Tony came back to the town of Fayetteville, they threw him a big celebration party. And Muhammad came too, and he said, man, it must be really beautiful living in this area. So what Tony did was he closed down traffic on both sides of the bridge, and him and Muhammad just took a little stroll out to the middle just to look at the scenic views. Now, the same business that built this bridge built that bridge too. And the cool little story behind that is that that was the first bridge that they built, and this one was the last.
This is scary.
Okay, so if you look to your left and right there at the expansion joint, you can actually see gear looking things. Okay, those are called rockers. What that does is it actually helps the bridge shift. Now, if it's going to be a hot day, it's going to be tilting outward, and if it's cold, they're going to be tilting inward.
Oh, I lost my carabiner.
We just started the arch of the bridge. Okay, now the arch itself weighs 22 million pounds of the 88 million. And the length of it is 1,700 feet, and it has a 360-foot rise. Now this single arch makes it the longest in the Western Hemisphere, and the third longest in the world. It also is the 5th highest single arch bridge in the world. So I'm pretty proud of that. Okay, so throughout the tour, I have a few straight down to hang your feet over.
Anybody else?
Thank you. Oh, we can do that.
Holy shit, this is nice.
Go straight down, boy. Hang on, stay right there, dude. Stay
Very scary.
right there. Hang on.
Send me this picture because this is the last time I'm ever doing it.
Hang on. Look, boy. That's it. Hey, look down. Look down there.
I can't. Get it?
Yeah, I got it. Pretend like you're not 876 feet high.
Oh, I can't.
Need some help?
Oh,
You're nuts. I know.
You gotta do it. Take picture of your feet. It looks like you're jumping. I saw your picture. I like that.
Yeah, I didn't stretch, so I ain't even gonna try.
Friends
Lot
get
harder to
legs
get up. Special animal that lives up here on the bridge. It's called the Peregrine Falcon. Now what the Peregrine Falcon is, you really only need to know two things about it. Okay, one, it loves pigeons, and two, it really loves pigeons. And we had a really bad pigeon problem here on the bridge about 5 or 6 years ago, and we brought in the falcons to get rid of them because we would actually have to hire people to come in and scrape the pigeon poop off the steel. And that's why you stay in school. So, we were kind of fed up with that, and that's when we brought in the Falcons. Looks like they did a pretty good job. The Falcons are actually the fastest animal in the world. We've actually clocked it out to be up to 260 miles per hour.
This is the scariest thing I've done so far.
Ever?
Yeah. Ever.
What?
Look how far up we are.
Alright, so if you're wondering if these railroad tracks are still in use, yes they are, and they are owned by the CSX. Now they actually go up to the town of Thurman, which is about 12 miles upstream. And the cool thing about that is they actually have a train station up there. And if you catch an Amtrak that comes through at the right time, almost go to any major city of the East Coast. Now Thurman was a really big mining town. Whenever coal started to disappear, so did the people. So now it's considered like a ghost town because the population is 12. The city council members are all family, so it's pretty small. Intermediate numbers go straight from 29 to 31.
Okay, I'm gonna do it right here. Oh, shit.
Hang on, let me
This is a million view footage right here, Dad. I'm outie. Oh shit.
batteries yet? Yeah, good. All right. So we are officially 851 feet right now at halfway point. So just a little bit about Bridge Day. So it is the third Saturday of every October. It is when we
Okay, get it back to the pick. I got one. Let me get another one.
What they do is they jump directly from above us down to a target that they draw
Right
on right there in the little beach area. That's where everyone wants to land. And about 10% of people land. The other 90% land in the water, trees, on the tracks, or just about anywhere else that you can think of. But that lucky 10% get the choice of packing their parachute back up and jumping again. So I guess that's just a little bit of a reward for them. So from the top of the bridge down to the water is an 8.5 second free fall. Some people like to do is wait about 6.5 seconds to pull their chute. That gives them just enough time for their feet to go above their head whenever they come back down there in the water. Yeah, so that's like a split second thing. Now we actually do have a special jumper. He was actually paralyzed from the waist down in a base jumping incident, but he says that it's his passion, so he continues to do it. So Red Bull figured this story out, and they sponsor him now, and they specially made him a wheelchair just for base jumping. What we also do is bring out a catapult and just sling him over. Well, that's what he wants, so we make it happen. Now, do you see that rock out there at the peak of the mountain? Kind of like a whitish looking rock. That's called Long Point, okay? It's about 1.6 mile high, and it takes you right up to the end of that rock. Now that's the most popular around here. Now the longest one is definitely Endless Wall, hence the name. But to get out to that peak over there takes 3 hours, and then there's more. Okay, now unless you have a whole day's worth of hiking, wouldn't really recommend that because it literally loops all the way around.
I said Rue was here.
Now I don't know if you guys are familiar with Young Life, but it's like a high school Christian organization. They also have it in college. But about 25 miles upstream, they're building a multi-million-dollar campus there. It's like a summer camp. Pretty cool.
Mom, look at this. Mom, look right there. This is Roy. Rue was here.
It's a long way. Does anyone know of a guy named Rue? R-O-O? He's right over there on that beam. Yeah. His first name's Kango. That doesn't mean anything. He's right over there too. And you'd have to think, for him to write that, he'd have to be hanging from one hand. We're really good at writing upside down, whichever one. But I'd like to meet him and ask him, what the heck was going through your head? Alright.
Twice.
Yeah, twice.
Okay, so right now I'm sitting on the #1 spot where all the repellers on Bridge. So it's not just base jumping, it's also repelling. So what they do is they go straight down from the zoe plate to that square rock, 840 feet.
What do they do? Rappel?
Yeah. Now, I'm not going to be doing this one because I'm not that crazy. But most people that sign up to do these ones are the people that escape from the insane asylum. just goes to hang out, yeah, this is the place for the falcons. So this is not just a coincidence that they sit on this exact beam. They actually sit on the drainage pipe in the mornings, and whenever the sun rises, the sun hits them and warms the feathers. That's why it's like that. There's also a box beam 2 ahead of this one that looks almost identical to this for the same reason.
Is that a falcon?
Okay, yeah, there went a falcon.
Hey, Brett, we made it, buddy. Hey, man, really good tour, dude. I enjoyed all the history and all that stuff. It
Thank you.
was awesome.
There you go.
Thank you, thank you.
Holy cow, look how far that is.
It's like all like foggy and smoky.
Yeah.
What do you think about it, man?
Crazy.
More scary or less scary than you thought?
Way more.
Way more?
Yeah.
What about you, Mom?
About what I expected.
How's it going?
Good, good. Oh, thank you. That worked out good.